Hello everyone, my name is Xbox1, and continuing on with our little Pride Month special, we are going to date Craig in this video of Dream Daddy. In the previous one I did Hugo, which was awesome. He was my dream daddy, if you don't know. He's an English teacher, which is my career aspiration. We have a lot in common, and he is just a wholesome guy. If you're looking on the screen, he is the one with the little mustache and the he's next to the daddy with the long black hair. He's really cool. Anyway, in today's part, we are going to be going after Craig. Now, I'm not going to start the game from the very beginning because it was literally 3 hours long the last time I did that. So we are going to continue from Dad Book. When we select the dads to date. And instead of going after Hugo, we're going to be focusing on Craig. Hello, Daddy. Get one last good cardio session in. Let's see if you had to take one thing to a desert island, a box of energy bars. What is your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. Oh wow. Beer pong world champion. Buddy cop movies forever. So, hey, he looks like a good fit so far. Alright, so we're going to message him. I think our first date, quote-unquote date with his daddy, was going to the gym with him. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple of messages, and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda. I open the door to find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines, newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece, but her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Aw. Hey, are you alright? Oh.
Fine.
Aw, yeah, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that dogs are too often killed off in movies to elicit emotional reactions from the audience instead of being given the respect they deserve. It's not right. Dogs deserve better than this. Every time a dog gets introduced in a movie, I get nervous because 9 times out of 10, the dog is gonna die by the end. I can watch a movie where people die and be unfazed, but the moment a dog dies, I'm out. Gosh. Sad dog death movies take up a whole genre. There are too many. It's dogsploitation. I don't want to press her, so I'm gonna change the subject. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at our collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. You want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you brought me all the gear, and when you took me to the first game, and when someone hit a ball towards me, and I just ran off the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up? Yes. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So, does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eyes, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this! Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field for a kids softball game. It's pretty packed. We clamber up to the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
Aww.
So when do kids start crying and running off the field? You know your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay. But if I don't see some kid crying, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take the joys of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest, as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks! Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up! How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. What's important is you're having fun! Go friendship and kindness! Dad, you could kick it up a notch, maybe throw some spice into the papaya. Sure thing, honey. I believe in you, Miranda! We watch a couple of innings of softballs. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig trained this team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with the kids. Keg-stand Craig is good with children. Hard they're hitting the ball, and how no one has run off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up to bat. They hit the ball. They hit a fly ball out of the center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. Oh! See, it's completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass, starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was a guy who once backflipped off the roof into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The team. In the ninth inning, the Ocelots seem to have given up at this point. I see the outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. It didn't hit me. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated a softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout and congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season. It's great to see it. It's great to see it's paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Brer and Hazel? Hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests, and I usually throw rocks at stuff, and when people get mad, I tell them I'm Brer. What? We will talk about this later. Fred, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We had to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hand on his shoulders and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look. Alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course! Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? What? What? It's a real place. Oh, Thirsty's Pizza! Amanda! That was brilliant. Oh my god. Oh, an endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of the minivan and into the local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. That's a real pizza place. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold a whole pie in half and eat it like a taco fillings inside? And then put taco fillings. Oh god. Pizza tacos. I could never forget. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. Give me a pizza. Give me a pizza that. Oh, give me a pizza that. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Excuse me. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad! A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm so glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I think I should throw him a bone. Smoke screen. Oh, I really want to smoke screen her. I have no clue what to do. Tag team with Amanda. I give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits me right back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts her hands on her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie. You're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think we're going to projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile, vomit, and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging. Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a large orange juice this morning, and it's feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Damn. Amanda shoots me a weird look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that mom of all people would know a fake puke scam. Well, I guess it went away. And I'm fine now, and nothing's wrong. She turns back to me on Craig and talks to... So, I'm taking Hazel and Bert tonight for a sleepover? Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course. But I could always use help watching after everyone tonight, if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady is really going for the gold. Ha! It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha, you might want to go grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into the coin slots. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany! Not another arcade machine! I swear if we have to buy it! Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sort, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens! Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Let's see. Phew. I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR, Dance Dance Revolution? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance map. Please help.
Oh, man.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
Oh, no.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's worse places than an arcade to be left with your own devices. You're right, want to drop some coins on pinball? You know it. Man and I pull up to the machine that's feeling pretty hot and gets to work. I'm a little rusty, but my pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-balled. Looks like she really takes after her father. Aw, you're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights violently, racking up points up to the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. So, do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say, seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Because it seems like so much work to watch out after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he, lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt.
Hey.
You stone harpy. What?
Aww.
I said, I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda?
Hey.
Bro! What's going on?
Oh.
Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here, now we're stuck in for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me when I can't read. Promises she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. I'm having a stroke. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. Ooh. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car, pulls out 2 gloves and a softball.
Oh.
For some catch? That might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it. But sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we can grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange.
Nice.
You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back at my keg-stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off a rare horizontal keg-stand.
Oh.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long, I don't even know where to begin. Honestly, I think we're gonna ask about the kids. Oh, he liked that. I can't believe you're a father of 3.
Oh.
Neither can I. You know me. I'm an indecisive person. You switched your major 4 times.
Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids, when Burr and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the times I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me that I would still be proud of. Aw, the life I lived. We're gonna ask about coaching softball. So, is softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you?
Oh.
Ha! I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Burn Hazel had so much energy that we had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
Oh.
They're quick and they work as a team. I train them. I train them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. Let's ask about business. So, you run a business now?
Nice.
Yep, we sell fitness gear, import and export mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not. You know, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing.
Oh.
If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You can sponsor me. I'll rep your athletics wear. I'll wear a brand while I mow my lawn. That is a glamorous lifestyle we're catering to. Yes. It's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh?
I don't know.
Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. That's hot. Hot silence.
Bro.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Oh.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you.
Oh.
So, the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. The right person will come along eventually. While I'm distracted, I miss a softball, and it hits me right in the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along.
Nice.
Sorry, dude. Greg runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head.
Oh.
It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
Hey.
You would be so lucky. I mean, I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you?
Oh.
Well... Craig leans in and kisses my forehead. Walk it off, champ. After the lights on the softball fields really... Are the lights on the softball fields really this hot, or is it just me? I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy. You must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head back. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
Dude.
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah, could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we had just partied, they started joking with us about how big of bust it was. We had to talk to them for like 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as he can manage with a baby between us. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Oh. I'm sorry, did you just... Never mind. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn and walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand, burning the midnight art oil. Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter and lip sync battles. Wait, episodes of Shark Week mix into one, and I love it. Do the sharks lip sync or do the Shark Hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this art you made. Thanks, I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In the corners there's a giant pile of cash, and the other it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep. The whole thing is about the goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of cash with my 20 dogs, and also having a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Aww. Aw. Now you've done it. Get ready to watch your deck right. Here it comes. It's happening. Aw, Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear away from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude. That softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit an empty parking lot and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of the late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey. Sleep is important. Make sure you get plenty. Make sure you get enough. Oh, that's a good dad tip. Alright, how'd I do with this date? Alright, grill wasn't good. Protective dad is okay. Sports, baby, pinball, and coach.
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
Always for you, Greg. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull up to the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. And let's see, the nice mail person slides the coupon letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I literally knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. All right. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out the letter, unfolds it, and the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie! That's amazing! I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed the interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment, HIA was one of the most expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever. Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into a foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Excuse me. Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch the ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near the bunch of cafes. There are all these galleries nearby. Excuse me. And there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we all get professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder how many roommates are gonna be. You take a survey online, and they match with you with someone with a similar major and interest. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't ever get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about a new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Oh, they let you have animals in dorms if you have a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I could get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Both? Will the snake keep the rabbit though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had a talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No! I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need the scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately swell up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and a kiss on her forehead.
Nah.
Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Aw. First is the worst, second is the best, third is the one that puts hair on your chest.
Dads.
Alright. And as much as I would love to hang out with Matt, I'm pretty sure that's Matt. No, that looks like Hugo. No, that's Matt. As much as I would like to hang out with him today, we're going after Craig. Again. Always have time for a beer with your buds. That's a good dad tip. Pet every dog. That's another good dad tip. I highly recommend that one. Especially my dog, my boxer. He's very friendly. Actually, he's a scaredy cat. I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. The last time we hung out, he was busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops up into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run and then you get brunch. Oh, I skipped that. I'm sorry. Craig and I agree at a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can we do like a salad tonight?
Whoa.
Dad, are you on a health kick? Not yet. I formed a committee to examine the possibilities of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. We gotta do this. I'm sorry, Amanda. It's time. Not if I have something to say about it. Suddenly, Amanda lunges for the phone before I can stop her. She has a pizza place on speed dial, of course. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes? Oh, this girl knows me. And a couple of garlic sauce cups? Oh, this girl knows me. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw in some leaves or on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano? That's a spice. I'm pretty sure oregano is a spice. Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rico, I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with the meat lover's fantasy, sure. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch and eat some za. Just be careful. Running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple of light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into some home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha? Is it kombucha or kombucha? A delivery service. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't that... Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza then it's probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early so that I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first start running in the mornings, it's pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending with me dry heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a writer summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest.
Hey.
He's dressed head to toe in color coordinating running gear. Now I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Goo. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that gets her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda, and she carried it around everywhere. She would have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete. Ha! Well, I'll try to keep up. So, where are we headed? I was thinking we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we can do a hill climb up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the morning, aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller. It's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up?
Bro.
Let's start the show.
Hey.
But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel rejuvenated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro.
Hey.
You ready? Yeah. We finally finish our however many 10th lap or 10th lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavy too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down on my shirt and notice that I am drenched in sweat. Huh, almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Nice.
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off the treadmill. Yeah, man. You really pushed me to my limits just now. I can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just gotta need someone there to push. Blah, blah. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs? Blap. There's my little cheerleader, Fred. Our cheerleader, Fred. You ready? Ugh, 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 ugh. You bet! Alright. So, Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where the steep hills that seem to go on forever. I strain my eyes to see some of the other joggers at the top. So, what do we do now?
Oh.
We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Fred, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running till you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Hey.
That's not the top. Oh, God. Oh, so this kind of reminds me of a little date that me and my boyfriend did on my very last day in Montana. Alright, it was the very last day. My flight wasn't until 4 o'clock. And he decides to take me to the park, to this it's a really beautiful park. It's like really woodsy. It has like a nice little, it has like a really giant river, some streams. It was beautiful, and we decided to take a hike up a really, really steep hill. And I'm gonna say this now: Craig's advice, don't stop running till you reach the top. Yeah, he's not joking. When I did that climb, I felt like I was dying. Oh, my boyfriend, bless his heart. He kept asking me if I was okay. He kept saying like, you good? You sound like you're dying, and I felt so out of shape, but it was honestly the best fun of my life. It was absolutely wonderful. I would not trade it for anything else. It was awesome. You know what? We're gonna go with. Let's do this. I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunched over onto my knees and gasped for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment, please. Hoo boy. Craig looks like he's taken a beating as well. Ha! So he is human. Fred, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony.
Oh.
And here. Craig tosses me a water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends. You feel like that lightness. You feel that lightness in your head. That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying.
Oh.
What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us.
Nice.
Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing.
Nice.
I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. It should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it at the bottom of the hill. River and I jog down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to a place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is the prime case for the world's renowned detective, Foxington.
Oh.
Dude, it's time for a bro venture. A bro venture.
Oh.
We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find leads.
Oh.
So, it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we can interrogate. Sounds good.
Bro.
Wait, who's good cop, bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, that would make you an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest that softens the edge of it.
Oh.
All valid points. I think you would make a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercials breaking during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to. Let's see. I don't want to have to watch Meet Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes words. Can I speak? With 5 minutes of commercials in between. They're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluids and stuff.
Hey.
Case in point. Let's play a moment by moment. Smart. So, where to, Brotective? Let's go to the playground. We make our way to the small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watching on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Look for clues. Let's see, Craig and I, two grown adults, walk into the playground and begin examining the... Let's see. Meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here. No stray capybara hairs, at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's investigate Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, I didn't think I'd see you two out here. Fred, are you exercising? Sure am, you know me, I just love to run and be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying. Kinky. For boats, boat ropes. Right. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here? What's a capybara?
Nice.
A large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Hey.
Joseph looks around.
Oh, cracker.
They were a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to?
Yeah.
They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. That sounds a little suspicious, Joseph. Mischief, you say? Wait. Am I being interrogated right now? No. Yes. Just doing our due diligence, Joseph. Arnold means a lot to River here. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have ears on the playground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! We head back to the playground. Let's try to calm River down. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down, might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold. Life is cruel and tough. At least we'll always have the swings. Crab straps River in one of the baby swings and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to hers and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back to the investigation. Alright, so we already tried that. We're going to move to another part of the swing. Where to now, bro? Let's go to the fields. We wander out to a grassy field in the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures camped out on blankets, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. I guess we could see about Matt and Carmenista. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmenisa spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog
Hey.
over. Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glucose reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro. That should be fine.
Hey.
You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Fred. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second. How do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have had hands-on experience with one recently, have you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is.
Hey,
Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly checked my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw mementos once. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Fred. Don't let them win. I shook off the thought. I saw a couple of squirrels over there by the tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, that should definitely check it out.
I don't know.
Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmenisa. Well, we better get going. Gotta find that capybara before... Oh, I just realized I'm reading Craig. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River here has a breakdown.
Hey.
Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmenisa hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on our way. We maneuver back to the fields. I guess we could check out the squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? Where do you find squirrels? At a tree. Ah, there they are. And for some reason, Craig liked that. Carmenisa was telling the truth. There are some rat squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the fields. Look for clues. We carefully comb through the fields of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs, a nickel, and while I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the fields. Fred!
Oh.
I jog over. Craig's kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach. My heart is in my throat. I lean over Craig. I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subject to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this? I don't know. But now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of this stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind. We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag. Let's keep moving. We maneuver back to the fields. You know what? Why not? Let's interrogate River. Wait, let me try this. It's always the culprit you least suspect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. We're gonna go good cop. Hey, sweetie, believe me, nobody wants to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues. And I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours, you might have something that'll lead us to the perp. So, what do you say, kiddo? Blech. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with this witness. Well, at least we try. Move to another part of the park. I've deduced where we should go next. Go to the woods. Let's see, we make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems to be the perfect place to look for clues. Joseph twins must be around here somewhere. Let's look for clues. Craig and I searched through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot where edgy teens go to hang out at night and swear and say swears and stuff, but it doesn't look like there were any recent activities that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner, bro. We return to the woods. Joseph twins must be around here somewhere. I guess interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay, hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. Oh, wait, I forgot I gave him a rough voice. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding in per day, filling quotas. Have you by chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara it's a large rodent native to South America. I know. So, have you seen one? A stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. We're gonna be the bad cop. Alright, Robert. We've been nice. Help us out, or I'm gonna go off, learn how to fight, and then come back here to kick your ass. You? Learning how to fight? Please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm gonna spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. You're bluffing. My buddy here doesn't play by the rules, Fred. Fred will do it. Colum and Flint crash into a haunted... Stop! You're a monster! Robert sighs. I haven't seen any goddamn capybaras, okay? Crap, I was really nailing the bad cop bit too. I thought for sure we had something. Now what, bro? Joseph said that his twins were around here somewhere, but I have no idea where we're supposed to find them. Wait, those creepy kids? Why didn't you tell me they had something to do with this? Huh. Maybe I should have left the good cop, bad cop routine to the pros on TV.
Hey.
Yeah, Robert, bro. Do you know where they are? I do. A lot of people underestimate the sense of a man who broods. I saw them lurking around here a little while ago. Where'd they go? Ran into the woods. I'd be careful, though. I don't trust them. But then again, I don't trust anyone. Not even you guys. Not even that baby. Brip. I take that back. You're an old soul, kiddo. Thanks for your help, Robert. The woods. Go deeper into the woods. I stare into the depth of the forest. Who knows what could be in there? Are you prepared for what we might face in there? Yes. I'm ready, partner, bro. You? Nope. But if it gets River to stop crying, I don't care. Let's do this. We stare down the path of the woods, keeping our eyes and ears peeled for any signs of Arnold. There are no squirrels or birds anywhere. The silence is unsettling. The sun can barely peek through the canopy. It's colder here. Suddenly, we hear voices. I want to do it! You got to do it last time! Craig and I came to the clearing where we find Krista and Krista kneeling over something. Stop right there!
Hey.
Stop right there, criminal scums! You violated the law! Put your tiny hands where we can see them. Christian and Christy just stare at us. You heard the guy. Put your hands up. We're kind of in the middle of something here. Yeah, can you come back later? What are you kids doing? Cutting stuff up. My heart is pounding. Is this the end of the line? I step closer. I can't believe what I'm seeing. A pair of safety scissors lie on the dirt, and it's Arnold. What have they done to him? Arnold! Goob! You heard the baby. Hand over the capybara. No fair. Finders keepers. No, not at Finders keepers. No, not Finders keepers. That's our property, and you've desecrated it. Well, how can you prove it's yours? Craig holds up Arnold's severed leg. I have to look away. You two got sloppy. Left evidence behind. I think you'll find that leg is perfectly fits onto his body. Christian and Christy look at each other. They don't know what to do. How about a deal? You give us a capybara, and we don't tell your dad about this. Fine. She hands over the stuffed animal. And give us those safety scissors. They are clearly no longer safe in your hands. She hands them over. I'm glad we could figure this out. Come on, partner. Craig and I start making our way out of the woods and turn around and calls back the twins. And tell your dad to stop letting you watch true crime shows. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're at a diner now. With a capybara back, it's to our trifle owner. Craig and I shamble into a nearby diner, exhausted from our adventure. We find ourselves a corner booth to settle in. What a tough case, but we cracked it. We're different now. Changed. Did we get in too deep? My stomach grumbles. I suddenly realize how big of an appetite I worked up. Brunch! Give me brunch. I have a strong philosophies on brunch. You see, the first thing you do is dive your brunches between bogey brunch and the upper class, mimosas and eggs Benedict brunch, and Grimmy brunch. You give me coffee and bacon and cheesy hash brown brunch. There's time and a place for both. And I think most of life is about figuring out which one you need more. So, what kind of brunch dad are you, Fred? You know what? We're not bougie, we're grimy. Make it fried and oily and clean the floors with a hose and I'll be happy. A fine choice, but wait, aren't you going on a health kick? You gotta treat yourself. Are we not dads? Is brunch not a higher calling than a mere diet? Student becomes the master. Oh, eggplants, hello. The young waitress passes out menus as Craig situates River into the high chair. Is this your kid? You betcha. She's so cute. Hi, you. Blip. Hey, kid. Middle school is gonna be tough, but if you can make it through that, you can make it through anything. The waitress walks away after winking at Greg. Seems like you're the most eligible dad bachelor in town. Guess so. Anyway, there's the thing about brunch. You don't do business during brunch. Brunch is a time for rest, relaxation, and restoration with those that you love. And while we're having a brunch at a traditionally brunch time, the most important thing to remember is that brunch isn't a time, it's a state of mind. If you can't have brunch on your plate, you can't. If you can't have brunch on your plate, you can always have brunch in your heart. I don't disagree with you. I don't know if I can match your intensity. I'll open your eyes, bro. Just you wait. We order our foods, and the waitress, after very blatantly hitting on Greg multiple times, eventually brings us brunch feast. River munches on cereal right next to us, or more or less managing to get it into her mouth. I gotta say, man, it's really great having you back around to hang out with. Things have been so busy with work and fitness and the kids. I just haven't had time to really go out and get to know people. With you here, it's like we're picking up where we left off. I know the feeling, man. Move to a new place could have been really rough for me, especially with Amanda. Going off to college soon? You're making this a lot easier. Craig smiles at me. It feels really good to be on another bro venture with you, dude. Just like old times. For a while, I forgot about anything that was bothering me in my life, and it was just you and me and more coffee. Oh, no, thank you. So, do you like work out? Yeah, mostly. What is that word? Calisthenics? But I try to lift as part of my regimen. That's so cool. I've been looking for a workout buddy, you know. I wish I could help you out, but I'm enjoying brunch with my workout bro right now. Hello. Well, if you change your mind. The waitress slides a folded note to Craig and walks away. Craig makes a face as he reluctantly puts it into his pocket. We can't take you anywhere, can we? Brip. It's a blessing and a curse, isn't it? The next time we hang out, we should be in the middle of the woods where people can't interrupt us. And also maybe in some different woods where little kids, like the where the little kids to bisect things. Craig laughs. Man, remember all of our camping road trips back in the day? Joshua Tree, Yellowstone, that was the best. I'd give anything to do that all over again. Dude, we should do a camping weekend. Oh, I don't know, bro. I'm an adult now. I have all these adult responsibilities. I don't think I can just drop everything and go hang out in the woods for a few days, you know? Come on, dude. If we plan things right, we can do this. Craig, don't you ever do anything for yourself? Craig stares into his coffee
I don't
mug.
know.
Of course I do. Yeah, like
I
what?
don't know.
Sometimes I let myself have one scoop of vanilla ice cream before bed, but only if I don't meet my calorie intake for the day.
I don't know.
And sometimes I let myself hit the snooze alarm, but only once. Dude, you gotta relax sometimes or it's gonna kill you. Please come camping with me. It'd be so fun, bro.
Oh.
I guess I could get Smashley to take the kids for the weekend.
Oh.
I'll think about it.
Hmm?
Let's see, we finish our brunches and head back to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
By the way, great job keeping up today. Seems like you were already making lots of progress. Ha! I'm probably gonna need a bit of a recovery time after this. Tell your girls I said hello.
Hey.
I will. See ya, protective. Let's see, I had to say goodbye to Craig and step inside. God, I'm ready for a shower and a gallon of water and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. Let's see, I crack open the door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? It was good. We got kind of sidetracked and we had to travel into the depths of Maple Bay's dark underbelly to find a toy river dropped, but, you know, actually, it was actually pretty good. My legs give out. I find myself on the floor in the hallway. Well, you take your time getting up. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you. Hell yes. Always stand up for yourself. Date complete. Let's see. Cell phone holster. Dad shark. Dad snark. Run. Baby. Protective. Dry heave. Okay.
Wow. That was an amazing date.
You damn right it was. Alright, and we just got one more date to go through. Always help a friend in need. Yes. Always help a friend in need. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in after a few bites of ice cream from the freezer. I turn off the light and walk around the hall to my room. Excuse me. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle. Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugging up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Last time we got into a bit of an argument when we tried to press, so I'll leave her alone and we'll talk to her later. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room, close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentioning cycling through all my awful things she could have be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into her toaster, slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes the still freezer burnt waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back in the kitchen and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. And in it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knee, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. When she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was all like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I want to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh no.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I'm hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? The whole thing. I know it's been really weird lately, and I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Hmm.
I guess I should start from the very top. So, you know Emma R is going to the fancy art school in California, right? Emma R, the best friend? You got it! Wow, proud of you. Anyway, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rose M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me that they were busy trying to study for Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, there's a thing. What? Whoa? I had no idea. I definitely didn't know about that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh no.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anyone. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept it quiet and kept going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everyone to go out for nachos at the mall after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phone down for more than 60 seconds. They all said that they were busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of the chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and guess who I see there? But Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing there by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm out there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops the nachos on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that one is. Grace is the gossipy one.
Hmm.
I know. Grace is the one that nobody really likes. So I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was just very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day. And immediately after a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird, and I wrote another one to MR asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know it's a lot. You still following me? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. That's okay, you're trying. So what happened next? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Oh, sorry. Mm, I need my liquids. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an absurdly long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, and but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being really terrible friend. She's like, "Well, if you think I'm such a terrible friend, then stop being my friend." And I was like, "Okay." And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like she saw my message and didn't reply. I know that because there's a read receipt. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend like I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am about at everyone and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, "How could you say that about me?" And I'm like, "Say what about you?" And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat and that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but I'm definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me. Half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expect it from everyone else, but Emma R? She's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone all of a sudden decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. As mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, and I almost can't take it. What can I possibly say to her to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sword tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, no, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you're secretly a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I were a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. I'm always gonna go with this one. That one's not good. That one is just stupid. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the one other person or if the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to their to being their friendship. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? Yes, we did just eat the whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww. Try not to make assumptions about people. That's a good
Welcome.
dad tip.
You've got dads.
Alright, last daddy. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Woo woo. Pay your bills early. That's another good dad tip. Oh my, all these dad tips, you know, they're just really good. Do it once, do it right. Yeah, I kind of fell at that dad tip. It took some time for schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's always good to know that we'll be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that excuse me, I'm so sorry. Is that I've seen a lot of improvement to my health. I was able to shift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double check to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. It would be hilarious if we only had one sleeping bag. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment, lenses, tripods, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's that series about? That's one of the internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding, nobody looks at those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de Tres. Madre de Tres. Oh god, that's terrible. Are you gonna be alright on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signals out there, so I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who got voted off the International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up a big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Statron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom's chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig already straps some camping gear on top of the modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Oh, such a gentleman. I almost had a case for, of the vapors there. Never fear, these muscles are... Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything's good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no, what's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just, just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away, take all your worries, and blend them into a pulpy good vibes. Greg takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I have at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense. What is that word? Workout? Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Greg hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. Let's see, we thumb through kids sing along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. Get to the end and find, at the very last like, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg-stand's Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported to the old dorm room. Hit after hit plays and soon enough we're both happily scream singing to the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent the entire semester fabricating a story about a foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. And Ari was so suspicious of us that we could never prove anything. And Carl was just under the blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key or voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush greens and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be back here. Real good. We park a car at the entrance of a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working out on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Greg looks intensely at his phone. Everything all right? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Greg pockets his phone and we started off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if I weren't all murder sprints. I look around me and take in all the tall trees and emerald chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out there. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? There won't be. It'll be fine. Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? I don't know. Craig. I'm a relaxed boy. That's my dude. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instincts are kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls, and I don't have a signal? What if I have no way of knowing? Let me tell you that that feeling never goes away. No matter how old your kids are, you just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Greg doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing in the woods. Greg looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone services, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Oh, you know it. Greg and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both just glad to see we're the only people here. I can't believe we still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in a desired spot. I hand Keg the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling, like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you had someone to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. We shouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for a night. We set a couple of chairs out and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rocks we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily. And look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way, and I'm sure we could hike too. Let's go hiking. Greg and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat about and admire the wildlife. Greg reaches an arm out and stops me. Dude, does that look what I think it looks like? I look over where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a bud. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the bud tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Greg holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike to be as good as this one. I snicker now too. Oh god. Let us analyze this tree further. Greg and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Greg and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into the river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of this place, we go investigate. The old waterfall.
Nice.
It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off it like the good old days? Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb up from over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking off his clothes. Oh. Oh. You giving me this choice, and you don't think I'm gonna take it? I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall. By this time, I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's not a big deal. Let's put on a show. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me a wolf whistle. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop in a pile of Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers a hand for getting up. At the top, we look over at the cliffs into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home on a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eye. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment, but he finally resurfaces from under the water. Woo! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's physically impossible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful... Oh! Belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. Oh! Been there, done that, threw up. I resurface, defying Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't put me in the corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Alright, we're gonna dunk him. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. You gotta remember, I did Hugo first. I know how to do this. I summon all of my dash strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Nice.
Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water.
Nice.
My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated.
Oh.
You think I did all those push-ups so I could look this good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arms cannons are dad launchers. Oh my. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the water. Again, what a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? You know it. Let's see, with the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I flop onto the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? Oh, baby, I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Yeah, you're right. We should probably head back. We go put our clothes back on, and I notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe the splash fight wasn't the best idea. That's okay. We'll get the fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Did we bring anything for dinner? Oh wait, Craig was in charge of... Oh, we're still in underwear. Craig was in charge of the food. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tin foil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the one thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cook style? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and having trouble believing that, Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches for his backpack. He rummages around his bag, pulling things out and checks every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get the fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched, excuse me, plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality show TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. Oh, I'm pretty sure Craig's got that covered. I gesture to the tree around us. There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house, depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and the cool breeze rustles the leaves. Around us, we have a lot of work to do. I've done this in the past, and I know I could figure this out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help, give me some moral support, lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen. Do I go overboard with the compliments? We go overboard with the compliments. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing, hardworking father who, with a steady work ethic, and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero, and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay, don't want your tears spitting out that fire. Hey, he did it. Eventually, Craig is, why can I not read? Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows the embers gently and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hoorah, or hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up the makeshift grill for the steaks. After all the hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sounds of the crickets and the scent of steaks filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, crackling thyme and crushing ginger over it while basting them both in butter. That sounds really good. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I've ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packets into a dry ramen and eating it straight up. My little brothers, all of them did that before, and I don't know why they do it. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese and some freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to the generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. God, I'm getting hungry just from reading this. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you can cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is a microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He's really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down. I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You really work hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I always work overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
Huh.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Nice.
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too. I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I meant. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Nice.
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too.
I don't know.
It's just, I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always this voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me that I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best, and you're trying your best, and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I though? Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive, he encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulees?
Mm-hmm.
What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Dude.
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to do a completely... As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallow. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside and gooey center I preserve. Brutish. Craig throws marshmallows at me, and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week practice, and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in a warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah.
Oh.
I miss this, Fred. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch the fire die and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh no. I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place at my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again. My heart's racing. Craig.
Oh, man.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro, me too. I run my hand through his hair, down his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure.
Oh.
You know, talking about the good old times is fun, but
Oh.
I feel like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his... Okay, this is getting a little suggestive. Lines hit with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight.
Bro, that was perfect.
Yeah, damn right it was. Don't smoke. That's another good dad tip. Just don't smoke. Let's see. Whew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Fred. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something's fishy. Rats. You ask too many questions. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life? Yes. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda to the kitchen table where the present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable into the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghost features on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin around? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? You told me not to make a big deal about, you told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten about that my entire mission in life is to make big deals about your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, and the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Fred! Brian, you made it. Ha! I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliments. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This is not over. Oh, looks like you settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Oh. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see each other at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Oh, well, see you later. Is me or is Joseph just a massive flirt? Hugo comes up next to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Fred. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned out. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Menno, she just. Oh god, that was funny. She just zoomed. Just. Okay, Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come and say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things in art school. Hey, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break everything and I'm gonna break anything I want and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know that globe didn't even fit through the and I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
Oh?
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college and I'll have a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Brer and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, Brer, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Brer. Star. We'll get it next time. Minna leans in close to Brer and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as a third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing? Each other's sentences! See, third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat at the back porch steps. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to be have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits next to me. Killer party, pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been time in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared about going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Fred, if you cry again, you're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Minna hands me a tiny rat's package. I tear it open to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I am so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Min and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over at the backyard where Craig is sitting on the bench beneath a cherry blossom tree. He's smiling at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the MS are gonna go get some ice cream. Love you, Pops. Mana runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands to the past. I'm taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from Relaxation Station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Fred Concourse. I'd like to book tickets to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly out of your own stomach's town. We both giggle, but man, do I want to pour some chips on my belly while I hang in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his leg over the side of the bench and leans into me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take some time to figure out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro. That means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. Practice makes permanent. Alright, and we are gonna fast forward through the we're just gonna fast forward through the credits, because we get bonus material at the end of it. Daddy. And there's a cute picture with me and Amanda. And ooh, okay. Yeah, fine, Daddy. I ain't gonna lie. All right, 2 daddies down and 6 more to go, I think. I'm trying to remember how many daddies we have. There's Joseph, that's Hugo, Craig we just did, Matt, Damien, Robert, and Brian. So we have Daddy. So yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pretty sure there's 8, and I just did 2. So yeah. I'm not really sure who the next set I'm gonna go for. It's either gonna be Brian or maybe Robert. Robert, I think, was actually one of my favorites because in order to successfully do his, you can't sleep with him once. And I already knew I was gonna go after all the daddies, so I made sure to keep his intact by not sleeping with him on the first meeting him. So yeah, we're probably gonna go after him. I want to do Brian next, actually. I think Brian's a decent dad, and it's actually pretty fun. His relationship is pretty wholesome, and you'll see that there's actually a lot more different relationships that you develop with each daddy. Like, not all of them is going to be fully romantic. You'll see what I mean later. But yeah, with that being said, I've been Xbox One. You guys have been great, and I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye, lovelies. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, then hit the like button to let me know, and leave a comment. Feedback is always welcomed here. I also have a couple of ongoing series for your viewing pleasure. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Oh, and check out my Twitch to see my videos early. It's always good to have you on my channel. I'll see you lovelies in the next video. I'm Xfox1. Have an awesome night.